when it comes to getting ready to hit a golf ball, the last thing you want to do is using hitting balls as a way to loosen up. So let's go through a loosening up thing before you hit balls. It's also strengthening. So first, we do a golfer's grip, which you open your hands as wide as you can. You keep your thumbs extended and you roll your fingers back and forth. Now that's starting to get the blood flow into your hands and wrists. Now once you've done that, then you take your hands and you pull back on your fingers. So now we're stretching your forearm. There's blood flow now, so now we're going to stretch it. Then we go the other way. Then you go this hand and you hold it for a few seconds. How long? You know, don't bounce. Just hold it for 2, 3 to 10, 15, 20 seconds and then go the other way. Okay, now you're going to take your golfer's grip, put your arms out to your side, and you make circles forward. And your feet are pointing straight ahead. And your shoulder blades are pinched together like you're holding a golf ball. And you do 10, 15, or 20 of those. Then you stop, rotate your palms up, and then you make the circles go backwards. Still pinch your shoulder blades together. Once you finish that, you put your knuckles on your temples, thumbs pointing down, and you touch your elbows. So now we're loosening up and getting blood flow into your shoulders. Now once you do that one 10, 15 times, now you lock your fingers, palms down, and you put your hands to the sky. So you reach as tall as you can, because now we're starting to stretch the outside muscles in your arms and in your shoulders. Then you let go of one hand, and now you put your hand on your elbow and you pull your elbow back. So now you're stretching your triceps. Then you go to the other side. Okay, now you're going to spread your feet apart. You turn one foot out, hips straight ahead, put your arms out to the side, and then you just tip over as far as you can go. And you want to keep your shoulders in line with your butt. So you don't want to turn your shoulders. You're just tipping over to the side. So now you're stretching all these muscles through here. Then you change feet, change sides, and you tip over the other way. You hold that for a few seconds, and then you come out of it. Now we're going to start to warm up your wrists with a little strength exercise. So now we're going to do a couple of strengthening, plus it plays into your golf swing for your wrists. So you're going to put your hands on your sides, you hold 2 clubs, and then you lift the clubs up and you lift them down. Now my arms are staying right on my side, so all I'm doing is lifting the clubs up and down. This isn't a bicep curl exercise, so you lift up, you lift down. Once you've done that, now you're going to take a club and you put your elbow on your side, and we're going to rotate the club from side to side. And again, you do it on one arm, and then you do it on the other one. Now, if you can do it with one club and you don't feel any tension or it's easy to do, then you go to 2 clubs choked up. And you gradually build the number of clubs. If you can do 3 where you're holding it onto the end of the club and doing 3 clubs, you got enough strength in your forearm. Now, if you feel any pressure on the inside of your elbow, or if you feel your body having to help you, you've got too much weight. So now we've done that. So now we've stretched these muscles. Now we've put a little strength. Plus this is helping us with our golf swing. You're teaching your wrists how to hinge and your forearms how to rotate with the club. Now you're going to take the 2 clubs, you put them out in front of you, you put your right foot forward and your left foot back, and now we're in a straight line. So my feet are like standing on a beam. I'm going to use these clubs to balance me. I'm going to get my back flat, and then I'm going to lean into my front leg until I start to feel it pulling in the back of my leg. Now once it starts to pull, you stop and you lift your front toe. That'll make it worse. You need to stretch your hamstrings. We haven't done any rotational stretches yet. They come last. So you do that, then you come up, then you change to the other leg. Put your feet in a line, your back's flat, you lean into your front leg. As soon as you feel it start to pull, you stop, you lift your toe, that'll make it worse. You set your toe down if you can go a little further, and then breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Breathe into your diaphragm and breathe out. Oxygen helps the muscles work. If you hold your breath, it'll get worse. All right, so now we've done that. Now you come up out of that. Now you've loosened up your hamstrings. Now we're gonna spread your legs apart. And all we're gonna do here, again, you keeping your back flat. You're gonna try to lean down towards the ground, go as far as you can go. Now some of you will be able to get your hands to the ground, some not. Some can go even further than that. And then you're gonna go over to this leg and put this arm behind you. If you can go further and get your elbow outside your leg. Back to the center, walk it over to the other one. Back to the center, hold it, breathe. Let your upper body just sink down into your legs. Slowly then, use your hands and come on up. Now you're going to take your arms and you're going to go like this around you, and you cross your arms over. Now what this is doing is it rounds your back, stretches the muscles, and expands them. So you're doing this exercise right here. So now we're loosening up your shoulders and your mid-back. Used to do this and swim all the time. Okay, now we're kind of stretched out. Now we've got to put some rotation in. So now you take a club, you put it on your shoulders. Now you're going to rotate as far as you can go. Put a little pressure on it. Back to the center. You're going to rotate the other way. Back to the center. Now you're going to bend from your hips and do exactly the same thing. So I'm rotating between my feet. So this is not about moving your head back and forth. So your head stays between your feet. Go as far as you can go. Back to the center. Go around as far as you can go. Back to the center. Now you've started to put some rotational things into your stretching. One last rotational stretch. Sit on the ground. I'm going to take my left foot and put it on the outside of my right knee. Now I'm sitting up straight. Now I'm going to take my right arm and I want to put it on the outside of my left knee. Now a lot of you will have a trouble just doing that. If you can do that, then you put your left arm as far behind you as you can go and you turn and look over your back shoulder. And you hold that. Then back to the center. Do the same thing the other way. So we've got back swing and the other one was follow through. Now once you've done that, now you're loose, you're ready to go. If you wanted to, at this point in time, you're loose enough, you could now stand up and just go ahead and hit your driver because you're loose. Your body's warmed up, you're ready to go. If you use hitting golf balls as a way to loosen up, your swing's going to feel different every day.